Don't let the panic pull you down. Hey guys, happy Friday. Welcome back to Fearless Fridays. Today is Friday, August 26th. This is episode 130 of Fearless Fridays. As always, I welcome you to the show, whether it's your first time watching or you're a return watcher. Welcome, welcome, welcome back. So, I was watching this movie a few days ago. Not a movie, it was like a mini series or something a few days ago. And there was a lesson in on the screen, in the movie, on the miniseries, whatever it was. There was a lesson. So there were these two people who were caught in this body of water. And um, as one person swam her way to the top, to the surface of the water, and looked across the water, she saw the other person. And you could see the image from above. She was coming up to the surface of the water, and she saw the other person who was on the, far away from her in the water, or a distance away from her in the water. And this person was flailing and gasping for air and panicking because he could not swim. And she was fairly calmly swimming towards him. And he was panicking and flailing his way toward her. And immediately my thought was, girl, he's going to pull you down. All that panicking. He's going to pull you down. Now, of course, you understand, it makes sense. He couldn't swim, and he couldn't swim. He was in a body of water and he couldn't swim. So of course you might panic if you don't know how to handle yourself in a body of water, and you are stuck in a body of water. You might panic. It's natural. But in my mind, I'm thinking, don't let his panic pull you down. You are a capable swimmer. You are capable in the water. You know how to handle yourself in the water. And he obviously does not. If he gets a hold of you, he's going to pull you down trying to stay alive with his panic. And that was my immediate thought. And then I thought, wow, how that pertains to life. Think about what happens when anything happens to you and you immediately start to panic. That's fear. That's anxiety, right? What happens? Maybe your palms get sweaty. Maybe you start hyperventilating. You can't catch your breath. Because you're not getting air, you're not able to think clearly. Your heart starts pounding fast. You might have that fight, flight, or freeze thing that happens to people when they're in a panic or when they're caught in fear or anxiety. And because you are panicking, and because all of these things are happening physiologically, you can't make rational decisions. And because you can't make rational decisions, any decision that you make in that moment could possibly pull you down, could possibly cause you to sink, because you are panicking, because you're in a panic. And so my message today, my reminder for myself and my reminder for other people, is don't let the panic pull you down. And I know that can be hard, because you're caught in a moment of panic. You're caught in a moment of fear. You're caught in a moment of anxiety where you don't know what to do. But you have to be aware enough and cognizant enough to try to calm yourself down. Try to allow yourself to breathe, take full breaths, and allow your mind and your thoughts to stop racing, and allow your heart rate to slow down to a normal pace, and not do anything that's going to cause you to sink or cause anyone else to sink. And again, I know that can be hard. It can be hard to think rational thoughts in a panic. It can be hard to remind yourself to just breathe in a panic. But if you can be mindful enough, if you can have the awareness enough, if you can have the presence of mind enough to recognize, I'm in a panic. Something has happened. It has caused me to panic. I'm scared. I'm anxious. I don't know what to do. If you can have presence enough to locate yourself emotionally, and then have presence enough to do the things that will calm you down, that will slow you down, that will cause you and allow you to think clearly, then make a more rational decision, you can avoid being pulled down by the panic. you can avoid pulling someone else down by the panic. So that's my message. Don't let the panic pull you down. Don't let the panic pull you down. And on the other side of that, if you are encountering someone or dealing with someone who's in a panic, don't let their panic pull you down, which means don't prescribe to their fear. You don't have to accept their fear. You don't have to accept their anxiety. You don't have to accept their panic and take it on as your own. You do not have to let someone else's panic allow you or cause you to start panicking. And then y'all both panicking and flailing, and nothing can happen. Nothing can come from that. So if you are the one who panics, and you know if you're a panicker, I don't even know if that's a word, but you know if you're a person who panics, you know. If you are a person who panics, be mindful to have the presence of mind to locate yourself in that panic moment, locate yourself in that fearful moment, and remind yourself to breathe. Remind yourself to open your eyes to your surroundings. Remind yourself to let yourself calm down for just a moment before you start making irrational decisions if you are the person who panics. And if you are the person who is around someone who tends to panic, or you find yourself in a situation with someone who is panicking, you don't have to take on their fear as your own. You don't have to take on their panic as your own. You don't have to take on their anxiety as your own. So to both people, I say, if you are the panicker, if you are the one who panics or the one who is panicking, or if you are the one who is around someone who is panicking, or if you find yourself in a situation where a person is in a panic, don't let the panic pull you down. Don't let it pull you down, because it will pull you down. And in this movie, in the water, where the guy couldn't swim and he was flailing and gasping and flailing and gasping, he could have pulled the competent swimmer down. If he had grabbed her and been using her as a flotation device or whatever, he could have drowned her. Thankfully, that didn't happen in the film. But that is often what happens in water with a person who's panicking because they can't swim or they feel like they're drowning, and a person who is not panicking. The person who is panicking has to eventually calm down, has to eventually recognize you're at the surface, take in some air, just breathe and slow yourself down. So that's my message to you today. Short and quick and sweet. Don't let the panic pull you down. Don't let your own panic pull you down. And please don't let somebody else's panic pull you down. That's what I have for y'all this week. As always, the euphoria of fearlessness trumps the comfort of staying safe. Remember to journey bolder. Don't journey with a panic. Journey bolder. I'll talk to y'all next week. Bye.